Oh, hey, I'm not making a video today. I just decided to put on the dumbest hat I could think of. I was sitting around, I was going to make a deck with Bane, Lord of Darkness. Um, Seems interesting. I'm just trying to figure out the configuration of the creatures that are going to come back from the grave, and possibly a planeswalker that gives you what's it called? An emblem. An emblem. Planeswalker that gives you an emblem that lets you immediately put anything that goes to your graveyard into your hand. And so, circle of life complete with good old Bane. But yeah, like I said, don't feel like making a video today. It's been a long couple of weeks. In case you don't know, I'm a truck driver and had a bunch of things that had to do last week and I'm gonna have to do this week. This one route that I don't really like, and it's time consuming and eats up a lot of time, and I get home late and don't feel like doing anything. But I'll probably sort some of these cards and go through some of them. And I don't really look up online for decks. I just kind of figure out something I might like and then start, going through every goddamn card and sorting them and then putting them in different little piles based on, graveyard stuff or counter spells or creatures or whatever. And then I start to whittle it down, and I think I've whittled it down too much, and then it's like, no, I've got 200 cards. What the hell am I going to do with that? I've got to whittle it down more and more and more and more. And you're always trying to avoid whittling down your lands. I like to not go below 40. Other people do. Other people use ramp to cover that. I don't really think that helps. In fact, I just had to watch a video the other day, someone talking about how ramp is a scam, and I posted it on my Facebook. So if you're not following my Brackenberries Facebook, you should do that. But yeah, I post all kinds of interesting videos that I find besides my own videos, rather than just promoting my own videos. I like to, I watch a lot of content, a lot of YouTube, and anything that's relevant to gaming that I think is a really good video, I post it on the Brackenberries Facebook. Yeah. Anyway, so I try not to rely heavily on ramp. I like to treat it like icing, yes. But anyway, yeah, this deck might be good. Yeah. Um, this hat doesn't even fit properly. Like, it's got like this straight rim going back and forth. And what the hell is this? Like, is there a Dungeons and Dragons nightclub I need to go to? Like, is that what this is for? Like, let me know how stupid this hat is in the comments below. But yeah, I was actually, speaking of content, I was listening to Louis on his podcast, May the Zoo Be With You, from his channel, Kitchen Table TCG. It's always a chore to lead someone to Louis' videos, or even Hometown TCG, Josh's videos I sometimes watch too. And he came up with something that might be brilliant. He might be the first one to clue in on this, but apparently there's a secret layer that has Edge of Eternity's decks and then like 5 extra cards, like as if from his perspective, and I don't know that I disagree, that these 5 cards are cards that would have been in the deck, but they didn't put them in the deck, but now you gotta buy them on secret layer. But here, have the deck too. But the decks can't be found anywhere in stores right now because Edge of Eternities is selling out like hotcakes, which leads me to MTG Moxman, good old Canadian kid. He's talking about the pre-release and the different atmosphere, the different culture things going on with people actually having trade binders out, and people not upset but a little bummed they can't get any product, and that the stores that he went to immediately by the end of the night had already sold out. And then also other sets like, they just got Bloomborough in and now they got no Bloomborough boxes, and there hasn't been Tarkir in a while, and everyone's been facing that. And that we're in this new period, I guess. And I guess he likened it to an older period of time when I wasn't around, probably in the late 2000s, early 2010s, and it was hard to get product, and things were scarce. And then of course that goes back to '93. It was like that. It was like trying to get Alpha, Beta, Unlimited, Legends, Arabian Nights. Forget about it. But then you could easily get Homelands and Fallen Empires when they came out. Maybe a bit of Dark, maybe obviously revised, and then 4th edition, and then it was easier to get product after that point in time. So it's not like this isn't a thing that hasn't happened. And speaking of good Canadian kits, I was also watching Magic Historian, and he was talking about quality things. I don't particularly agree with anything the Magic Historian puts out. At least his takes on it. I don't have the same takes, but he is definitely the funniest Magic YouTuber. Possibly one of the funniest YouTubers. But yeah. So no video today. This definitely isn't a video. This definitely is not anything that you should have watched. I mean, I'm wearing a stupid hat. Why would you watch this video? I'm gonna go back to look at my games.